Good afternoon. Till now, in the first unit, we have seen what is the finite automata, what is alphabet, string, word, then letters. What are the two operators that we are using? Clean closure and the plus operator. So star and plus. Then we have seen the definition of finite automata, which is represented in terms of tuples. So we have seen the definition of DFA. Then we have seen some examples of DFA, how to construct DFA, how to draw diagram, transition diagram for a DFA. Then the questions were given, 3 questions were given as assignment, that you have to find out what is the transition diagram, what will be the transition diagram for given language. So using the strings of given language, you have to find out the transition diagram. That was the question. The 3 questions were given. So till now what we have seen: finite automata, the informal picture of finite automata, then finite state machine, then language accepted by finite automata. The language which is accepted by finite automata is a regular language. Definition of regular language. So it is a language accepted by finite automata. Then the properties of a regular language. If two languages are provided as an input, then we can perform some operations and result will be regular language. Each alphabet or letter from an alphabet represents a singleton language, that is a regular language. Empty language and empty string, phi and epsilon, both are regular languages, and no other language over any alphabet over the alphabet which we have considered is regular. So that was the definition and the properties of regular language. And then there are two possibilities of finite automata or FSM. So it can be a finite automata without output and finite automata with output. Either we can have an output for the given string as an input, or what we can have, we can construct a finite state machine without any output, but with the state of acceptance or rejectance for the input. So string will be either accepted or rejected. That is the DFA and NFA. And with output, it is milli and more machine, where there will be some output for each state or for each transition. It depends on the machine which we are going to use. With milli machine, it will be on transition. With more machine, it will be with the state. So output will be associated with each state, or output will be associated with each transition. That we will see later on. We already seen DFA. What is the DFA? Now definition for DFA and NFA is similar. Only the change in the definition of NFA is for the transition function. So the tuples, 5 tuples are there. Q, set of states. It will be same for NFA and DFA. Q is a set of states. Then the initial symbol Q naught. Then input alphabet, which will consist of some number of letters. Again, it is a finite set of inputs, letter. Then delta, transition function, that I will write how it is different. And the final state, capital F, it is a set of final states. It may be one or more than one final state. So we have seen the definition. Now there is a difference in transition function, that I will write down how the difference is there. But definition is similar, only with the change in the transition function. So deterministic and non-deterministic finite automata. One more version is epsilon NFA. So epsilon NFA, it is another extension of NFA, and it will have null input. It accepts null input. That is why it is epsilon in NFA. Then we have to see interconversion, NFA to DFA, or epsilon NFA to NFA and then DFA, or it may be epsilon NFA to DFA, direct conversion. And minimization of DFA, how to reduce number of states per machine. So that is what optimization. So minimization is nothing but optimization of your machine diagram or state diagram to reduce number of states of the machine, so that you will get the input, you will have some input, and output will be generated with minimum number of transitions and minimum number of state designs will be required for the machine. So that is what minimization, that we'll see in detail. So I hope all of you have solved the 3 questions which were given, which I told you to solve. Try to solve it. I don't remember what questions were there. So You have to try them and find out the diagram. Now, first let me write down the difference in transition function. So it is, sorry. So how it differs? Capital Q, that is the set of states, will have some input. So alphabet, it is the input. Then state. For each state, there is some input. With that input, it goes to some another state, that is next state. Next state. Here it is Q. That means whatever the number of states are there in the queue, one of that state will be the next state. So if here we have 4 states, then one of these 4 states will appear here as a next state. One of the states from Q will appear as a next state. And when we go to the NFA, the difference is for current state, there is some input. Again, only one alphabet will be input at a time. It will have only one alphabet. It may be a string of 10 letters, but out of that, at any state or on any state, what we are going to have is only one state, one alphabet or one letter as an input. Now what it tends to, it is a power set. It is a power set of Q. Now how it is, when there is some, let's say Q naught is a current state, then input is, let's say it is A. Then for Q naught as a current state and A as a current input, what it will have in DFA, what we will have, delta Q naught comma, let's say it is A, then it may be some state Qn. It is some state Qn. It will be only one state. This is only one state. It will not be a set. This will be only one state. Here, what happens? Here it may be Q naught, Q1, Q2, then Q3, and so on. It may be any number of state. It may be a single state, Q naught. It may be 2 states, Q naught and Q1. It may have 4 next states. So it is a new state. When this type of transition is there, for current state, for current input, it may have more than one next state. More than one next state. Now such states create a new state. So let's say it is a Q naught comma Q1. Then what I have to do is I will rename it as a A. Let's say it is A. So state A is there. What is this A? It is Q naught and Q1. Q naught comma Q1. So this is NFA. It will have more than one next state. What are those states? Q naught and Q1. And to read it simply, what I have done, I have replaced this Q naught comma Q1 with A. I have replaced Q naught comma Q1 with A. So this is renaming. And this is the new state. Now it does not belongs to capital Q. It does not belongs to capital Q. So it is a new state. What belongs to Q? Single state. Single state Q naught, Q1, Q2, and so on. Qi. All these states belong to capital Q. But when we merge more than one state, so 2 states or 3 states or 4 states, then in that case a new state is created. We have to rename it something A, B, P, Q, W, anything, whatever you want. A letter is used to represent this combination of states, and that new state is not belonging to the earlier states of diagram. So it is a new state. This one is a new state. This is called as a power set. This is called as a power set. It is 2 power Q. So this is NFA. More than one next state for same input and same current state. For different next state, for different states as a current state and same input, it may have a different next state. But for single state with single input, it will generate. Sometimes it will have more than one next state, or sometimes it is only one state. It is not compulsory that each time we will get more than one next state. We may get for only one transition. We may find it for all the transitions. We may find it for only 2-3 transitions. It depends, but it will not have more than one next state for all the transitions. It will have at least one transition, at least one state where for any input, it may be A, B, C, any or 0, 1, 2. For a single letter, it will have more than one next state, more than one next state. That is what NFA. This is called as a NFA. That is the difference. That is the difference. Okay, let me clean this one.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in NFA, is it required to have even numbers of next state, just like there you write two
NFA, na?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me write it. Sorry. So what I can write Q naught. Let's say Q naught is our current state,
yes,
initial state, and input is 0. Then what I can have, let's say for Q naught on input 0, it goes to Q1. It is not going to Q naught. It goes to Q1, Q2, Q3. And when the input for Q naught is 1, if input is 1, it may go to only one state Q2. So for one input 0, we can move from current state. What is the current state? Q naught. From this Q naught, we can move to any of this state. It will be in only one state at any time, DFA or NFA. It will be in only one state. But what are the possibilities here? From Q naught, I can move to Q1, I can move to Q2, or I can move to Q3. Any state is possible as a next state. This is for 0. Same way for Q naught. If input is 1, it may have single next state Q2. Now this input 1, it is not having more than one next state. Here it is having only one next state, but for input 0, it is having more than one. It can be 2, 3, 4, any number of next states. It may have 10 next states, but when we have to draw the transition diagram, which we have seen in the last lecture, then we have to rename this one because it is not possible to remember all these letters or all these state names. So what I can do, I will just rename it capital A, or I can just rename it as a capital P. So that way we have to rename it. Rename this combination Q1, Q2, Q3. So it will be easy to write. It will be easy to write. Let's say if there are 10 states, I will say Q1 to Q10. Then it's not easy to write Q1 to Q10 and it's not feasible. So instead of that, what I can do, I have just written A, and then whatever the transitions are there for this combination, you can mark them as an incoming arrow. So that way we can have any number of next states. It may be 1, it may be more than 1, but in NFA, there will be at least one state and one input which will have more than one next state. Then only it will be NFA. If all the transitions, let's say from Q1, Q0 on input 0, it is having only one next state. Same way from Q0 on input 1, it is having only one next state. Let's say it is Q2. Then on Q1 also for both the inputs 0 and 1, it will have only one next state. On Q2 on input 0 and 1, again it will have only one next state. Then it is not NFA, it is a DFA. Because for each input on the current state, it changes the state from current state to only one next state. Then that case is a DFA. That case is called as a DFA. Or if we have epsilon transition, that we will see in epsilon NFA. If it is having epsilon transition, then this is NFA. In DFA, there is no epsilon transition. DFA does not accept empty input. It does not accept epsilon. Empty alphabet is not acceptable. Whereas in NFA, we can have epsilon as an input, means without any input, it will change the state. Without any input, it will change the state. That is called as epsilon transition. That we will see in the epsilon NFA. Right now, just remember that DFA does not allow epsilon transition. So in DFA, current state, and for current input, it will have only one next state. In NFA, for current state and for current input, it may have one or more than one next state. One or more than one next state. Sometimes we will not find transition for the current input. Then zero transitions are there for that input only. Or there may be a state from where you will not find any outgoing transition. It will have only incoming transition. Let's say there is a final state. So on the final state, you may not find any outgoing transition. You may find or you may not find any outgoing transition. So such cases will be there. We'll see different types of example. But what you have to remember, in NFA, at least one transition will be there where we have more than one next state. At least one transition. Then it becomes NFA. If all the transitions have only one next state, then it is a DFA. It is a DFA. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, let's solve some examples. I hope all of you have solved those assignment questions. If not, solve them today. I will explain some different examples so that we'll get the idea. Now, yesterday I told you two operators, multiplication and plus. So two operators are there. What this multiplication or star means? 0 or more times, and plus means 1 or more time. What is this 1 or more time? It is repetition of letter. How many times we can repeat or how many times we can use that letter from the alphabet. Here also it is same, 0 or more times we can repeat the letter from alphabet. Now, to understand that, let's see these two examples. So the first language, L is equal to A, comma, double A, comma, 3 times A, comma, 4 times A, and so on. So one A is increasing. Each string will have one A more than the earlier string. So what it denotes? The minimum string is A. Its length is 1. Second is double A, length is 2. 3 times A, length is 3. Now this length is increasing with each string. What is the minimum string? What is the minimum length? 1. This is minimum length or the string with minimum length for given language. For this language only, the minimum length is 1. Now alphabet is A. Only alphabet which we have as the input is A. Now it is repeated 1 time. It is repeated 2 times here A. Then it is repeated 3 times A and A. Then next string it repeated 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It is repeated, and in next string it will be 5 times, then 6, then 7, and so on. So one alphabet, whatever is the input. Now that input, it may be single alphabet or it may be combination of alphabets. Let's say AB, AB. This example was given yesterday. AB, 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 and so on. Now here is a combination A followed by B. How we read it? A followed by B. A के बाद B आता है. A dot B, or simply if I write AB, then it means A is followed by B. Now when we read the pattern, if you understand the pattern, AB is repeated. AB is repeated. How many times? It is 1 time. Then it is 2 times, 3 times, and so on, 4 times. So it goes on increasing. The number of appearances are increasing one time more than the earlier string. Same is the case in these two examples. We are having only one alphabet, that is A. Now, for this language, what I can write is the language can be represented as A plus. The language can be represented as A plus. Now what this A plus? A is repeated one time, two times, three times, four times, and so on. So one or more times. This is what? Plus. This is what? Plus. Now second language. We'll just first understand the difference between these two, plus and star. Now in the second language, there is a string epsilon. This is called as epsilon. EPSILON. Epsilon or epsilon. What it means? The alphabet is repeated 0 times or it is used 0 times. So length is 0. Epsilon means the length is 0. And to denote that 0 length string, we use epsilon. That is what the meaning. Then after that, A is there, double A is there, 3 times A, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. So the first language is repeated after epsilon. The first language is repeated after epsilon. So it is epsilon comma, let me write it as a L1 and L2. So epsilon comma L1. Let me write it in the bracket. So L2 is equal to epsilon comma L1. And for L1, what is the representation? A plus. But along with that, what we have? Epsilon. So it is also part of L2, language L2. I have just named it as a language L2. Now, when such condition is there, when the string length is 0, when the minimum length of the string is 0 or more than that, plus 1, plus 2, and so on. So here it continues, right? So in this case, what we write? A star. This is our language L2. When the minimum length of the string is epsilon and input alphabet or the pattern. Now what will be pattern? AB. This is called as a pattern. It may be more than, it can be of length more than 2. There is no limit on the pattern. AB or ABC, then again ABC, again ABC. Like that we can repeat it. Or we can repeat ABBA, comma. Again ABBA, ABBA, and so on. So it is of length 4. The pattern is of length 4. Normally what we have, the patterns of length 1, 2 or 3 max. For patterns of length 4, 5, 6, we are not going to have examples. Even in the exam also, it will have at most 3 letters in a string which is repeated. And maximum time it is 1 or 2 letters only. So the language, what we can represent is this one, A star. This is A star and first one is A plus. That is the difference. I hope it is clear. What is the difference between plus and star? Now, what we have to do is we have to draw transition diagram. Why I have explained these two? Because I have to draw the transition diagram, and there is a little difference in these two languages. In the first, there is no epsilon, a string of length 0. It is not present. It is absent in the first language. Whereas in second language L2, epsilon is there. That means a string of length 0 is there. Now, how many states will be required? Anyone? To represent second language using diagram, how many states will be required?
1.
Right? Because minimum length is 0. And in first case, 2. because minimum length is 1. So this way you have to find out how many states will be required. Now in the second language it requires only one state, right? But as per definition, what we have? As per definition, what we have is some initial state is there, Q naught, and we have some final state. It may be one or more than final states. Now, when we have only one state in the transition diagram, then that state itself is the initial state and it is a final state. Initial state itself becomes a final state. Now, how to draw the transition? In this case, what I will do, I will have a self loop. Input is A. This is for A star. Clean closure of A, and this is the DFA for A star. Now, whenever there is a star, what we have to do is self loop. Self loop means transition from current state to current state itself. Next state and current state both are same. Q naught comma A is Q naught. Delta Q naught comma A equal to Q naught. Current state and next state both are same. This is called as a self loop. And what it represents? 0 or more time repetition of letter from alphabet. We have to repeat 0 or more times. What? The letter, any letter from alphabet. It may be A, it may be B, it may be C. Wherever you find such loop, self loop, wherever you find self loop, there you have to write this star on the alphabet as a superscript. You have to use star as a superscript, not in front of A. Here, this is wrong. What you have to do? Superscript. Right? As a power, whatever you write, if you want to write power, so A power B. So this B is nothing but star. That is what? 0 or more times repetition of A. If you have more than one alphabet, let's say I have A comma B. If I have A comma B, then how I will write it? A plus B, then bracket star. It will be bracket star. Now this is part of second unit. For understanding, I am explaining what is this combination. In the second unit, what we are going to see is regular expression. There you have to write this. This is called as a regular expression. A plus B. Whatever I have written, A plus B and bracket star. This is called as a regular expression. So this represents what? There is a self loop for the current state where inputs are A and B, where inputs are A and B. Inputs are A and B and they are repeated 0 or more times. Whenever there is a self loop, it is a 1 or more times. This is A plus B star, or you can have simply A. So it will be A star. And what is A plus? Is A plus. Let me clear it. In A plus, what is the condition? The language is A, comma, double A, and so on. A is used 1 or more times. A is used 1 or more times. Now there is no epsilon, and when there is no epsilon, 1 or more times is there. As here the length of the minimum string is 1, so 1 plus 1 it is 2. Let's take two states. Initial state, and let's say some Q2 is there. I will not mark it with QF. Let's say it is a Q2. Now what is the minimum string? A. For input A, I have to change the state because it accepts 1 or more. So when your first A is read, the condition is satisfied. How many number of A's are there after first A it doesn't matter. It can have any number of zeros after first A. There is no condition on how many number of A's will be there. 1, 2, 3, no condition. It can be anything infinite times. So whenever you read first A as the input or first letter, it may be A, it may be B, it may be C, anything. So when you read first input, the condition is satisfied. But on reading first letter only, it should go to the final state. So machine is currently in the Q0. It goes to some next state on reading input A, and that next state becomes final state. It becomes final state. Now, after reading this A, what it has done, what it has to do is it can accept second A, it can accept third A. So 3A will be there. It can have 4A, 5A, and so on. Now, how many A are there? It doesn't matter. What we need is it should accept at least 1A. At least 1A. How I can read it? It should accept at least 1A as an input. 1A as a input. At least 1 means it can be more than 1. 1 or more than 1. So whenever it is 1 or more than 1, what we can write is A. Let me write it A epsilon double A 3 times A and so on. Now whenever first A is there, single A, it is followed by epsilon. Whenever we write this one, it is equal to A. A dot epsilon, it is A. Epsilon does not have any meaning. So whenever it is A dot concatenation of any letter or any string with epsilon, the result of concatenation is original string. So here, how can I write A epsilon comma AA comma 3 times A and so on. Now, if I separate this first A, what is the remaining string? A is taken common, so remaining is epsilon. Single A from this double A, one A is taken common. So consider A is a common. So single A, then again one A is common, double A, then 3 times A and so on. Now what is this? A star. This is A star. So A dot or concatenation with A star, and it is A plus. Remember this one. A plus is written as A plus is written as A dot A star. This dot means concatenation. We are not going to write dot. It means concatenation, or it can be AA star. This star dot does not have does not accept it as an input. It is just for understanding. This dot means concatenation. That's it. So A star. This is what A plus. First A is there. Then A star means 0 times, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and so on. So I can repeat this A any number of times. So what will be the transition diagram? For this, the transition diagram will be Q0 accept given alphabet as an input. You can replace this A by any other letter. Then I will write it as QF, mark it with double circle, and self loop on the second state with same alphabet A. So to reach final state, now how you have to understand it? To reach final state from initial state, what is the required input? A. The required input is minimum 1 time A. Minimum 1 time A. On reaching final state, that is QF. On reaching final state, that is QF, it can accept any number of A. It will not change the state. It will not change its state from QF to any other state. It will remain in final state. So A is followed by any number of H's. This is what A plus, and this is DFA. This is called DFA for A plus. DFA for A plus. So these are the two important operators, plus and Kleene star. Their transition diagrams. Whenever star is there, it is a self loop. Whenever it is a plus, there will be two states and there is a transition from first state to second state by accepting required input as a character or letter for that transition. And on the second state, it will be a self loop. When the language is A only, the first example which we have seen, L is equal to A. In this case, second state, whatever the second state is there, QF, it will not have self loop. So you can check out that in your notebook. We did not run a self loop on the final state. There was only one transition, Q0 to QF, and input was A. So two states and one input, one transition. Here, as plus is there, so we have the self loop. There is a self loop on A. So that is the difference. I hope it is clear to all. If anyone have any doubt, please ask. Okay, let's solve some example. L is equal to, so let me open the PPT. So first two we have already seen, A or B. Now let's draw the diagram. Okay, this one is also we have drawn just now. A, third one, construct DFA to accept language L is equal to A, double A, 3 times A, 4 times A, and so on. So A is repeated n number of times, where n is greater than 0. Where n is greater than 0. When it is n equal to or greater than 0, then it is A star. And this example is for A plus. Fourth example, construct DFA to accept language epsilon, comma A, comma double A, triple A, 4 times A, and so on. This is A star. That is Kleene closure of A. So we have drawn DFA for both the languages. L is equal to first A plus and second L is equal to A star. I hope it is clear. Now using the third language L is equal to A, double A, triple A, that is A plus. What you have to do is you have to draw the diagram for fifth question. Construct DFA to accept language L is equal to. Let me write it. AB, comma. AB, AB, comma. AB, 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 and so on. That means AB is repeated one or more times. AB is repeated one or more times. Now, what is the minimum length? 2. So number of states, 3. Is it to find how many states will be required? It will be 3. So you have to understand this difference basically. Sometimes you may get confused with, let me draw it. Then I will explain. Q0 on input A goes to next state Q1. On Q1, it should accept input B only. A is the first input. It goes to second state Q1. From Q1 on input B only. What is the required input? B. It should go to the next state. Let's mark it as a circle. Now we need 3 states. That means our third state is a final. So I will just mark it as a final state and name it as a QF. Or you can have any name. There is no compulsion that you should name it as a QF. But for understanding, I am writing it as a QF. F is for final state. This is one diagram. Second, Q0 on input A, it goes to next state Q1. From Q1 on input B, it goes back to the initial state Q0. Let me mark this state as a final state. I'm marking here Q0 as a final state. Instead of having QF as a next state, what I have done, Q0 as a final state. Now, what is the difference in these two?
Epsilon.
Which one? Which one will accept epsilon as in?
Second one.
Second, right. Second will accept epsilon as an input. So until we have epsilon as a part of our language, until epsilon is a part of our language, we are not going to draw this one. What we have to do, first diagram here in the given language, epsilon is not there. That means the initial state cannot be a final state. So we need 3 states. So to understand the difference, I have drawn this. Again, in this case also, what it will accept AB. It goes to the final state. Again, next AB, let's say first AB, it goes to final state. For first AB, it goes to final state. Then second string AB, it is in final state. And again, second AB, it is in final state. So second string is also accepted. First is also accepted. Third, AB, final state. AB, final state. Next AB, final. It is accepted. But it is in final state for epsilon input also, and which is not required in our language. For this given language. For this particular language, it is not required. That's why the second diagram is of not use. As I told yesterday, you may get different diagrams, but you have to check whether it accepts correct language or not. So our language, given language L, whatever the L is given, it will be accepted by the first diagram. So for A, it goes to next state, and on B input, it goes to final. On A, it should not go to final state, but for B, it should go to final. For A, no final. For B, final. Again, if it reads now in second string, again AB is there. On A, it should not be in final state. It should not be in final state. When it reads B, then only it should go to the final state. Now what to do in this case? For first AB, let's say AB, AB. I will divide it. For AB, for first A, it should change the state because it is a valid input and it is not repeated multiple times. If it is A plus or A star, that means it is repeated multiple times. But here AB, A is required to read. For this case, here also we will forget about A plus. For A star, if A is read, it can be accepted as an input for any number of times. There is no condition or there is no effect on the machine because it is 0 or more times. So there is no change in the state. There is a self loop. Current and next state will be same. But in our language, AB is a required input. A should be followed by B. And for B only it should go to the final state. So for A, it should be in some intermediate state. From initial state on input A, it goes to intermediate state Q1. On Q1, it accepts input B. Input B is there. So this is valid string. Our first string is AB. On input B, it should go to the final state. Now it is in final state. Now again after this B, sorry, after this B there is A. Next string AB is read and it is accepted. But what about remaining part? That we have to check whether it is valid or not. So for again next A, if I say this is removed, then this A, whatever A is there, we can consider it as a first A. First A. Now in your diagram, for first A as a input, what is the transition? In the diagram, what is the transition for first A? Anyone?
Q0 to Q1.
Q0 to Q1. Now Q1, in that case, Q0 was the initial state because machine was in initial state. Currently, machine is in final state. So what we have to do, we have to change the state from final state to some other state. I don't know which one will be the state. We have to identify which one will be the next state. So for first A as a input, what was the next state that you have to identify? Now for first A as a input, next state was Q1. So from final state, change the state of automata to Q1. There is a input A and transition from QF to state Q1. Transition from state QF to Q1. Now on QF, again, if it reads B, it goes to final state. That means string is accepted. And if string is accepted, string belongs to language and automata accept this string. Now for remaining strings, we can have same output or same result. For first AB, it is in final state. For second AB, it is in final state. For third AB, it is in final state. Now on final state, we can have A as an input. We can have A as an input, and on Q1 we have B as an input. It goes to final state. For any A as an input, it is in non-final state. Now Q1 is called as a non-final state. So any A, anywhere, wherever it is A, when it accepts A as an input, it is in non-final state. For first A, non-final state. For third A or third input, that is the second A. For fifth input, that is third A. For seventh input, that is fourth A, and so on. It will be in non-final state. And whenever it reads B after A, whenever it reads B, it is in final state. This is your DFA for the given language. Just let me draw it again, so you can note it down. Q0 initial state, then on input A. Why A? Because each string of the language start with A, or the string which we are going to check is A, B. So first A, Q1, then for B, QF, and from QF on input A, non-final state, again on input B, final state. This is DFA for given language. Language L is equal to AB, comma AB, AB, comma AB, 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 and so on. This is called as a DFA. I hope the DFA is clear. How to draw the diagram, how to find out number of states, how to change the state from current state to some other state. In this, if you have any query, you can ask, or if no queries, we will stop here. Yes, any query? Okay, in attendance, in the chat box, I'm sharing the attendance link. Just mark your attendance. And one more thing, yesterday I shared one link for the quiz 2. Only 72 students attended it. The quiz, whichever I share, any time, whenever I'm sharing a quiz, you have to appear it. It will be based on the contents which I have covered in the lecture. It will not be beyond that. I will always ask the questions which are depend on the contents which I have covered in the lecture. It will be easy and it will take very less time, and you will have some practice. When you solve that quiz, you will solve some questions, and then you will have some hands-on on those questions. The points will be revised, and all things will be cleared. And if you find any difficulty, then you can ask in the next session. So always solve those quizzes. Don't leave it, or don't neglect those quizzes, because in TOC you need too much practice. I'm taking 1 or 2 problems only in the lecture, whereas I have to complete the unit in 7 lectures. Until now I have not completed even 30% of the contents. So understand the importance. It is important to understand the first unit. Later, whatever the second, third units are there, you will get it very easily if you are clear with the first unit. So be punctual and solve all those quizzes. Try to solve the questions if I ask to solve some questions at home, try to solve it. If you are not able to solve, just ask me, I will solve that. But first you have to try it. Okay, those who have mark attendance, they can leave. That's it for today.